What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. I'm just gonna jump into it because I've recorded this so many times and I mess it up every time and I don't want to mess it up again. But every time I say this, I mess it up. I don't know how many times I've said, yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video today. Or within the past hour. Let's just get into it. I want to talk about the Galaxy S10e. So, the S10e is like the iPhone XR, except a lot better, in that it cuts back on some features to get to a cheaper price point. And it cuts back in the three main areas that the S10 makes itself much different from its predecessors. The display, the camera, and the fingerprint. Yeah. So, in the display department, instead of having a near bezel-less display, it adds just a tiny bit of bezel. It still has the hole cut out for the camera, but it just adds a little bit of bezels. I don't really mind. I actually think a little bit of bezels is cute for some reason. I don't know why. But some people might not like it, and they might like the near no bezels on the S10, S10 Plus, and that's fine. But I say that's a very meaningless sacrifice for the price to get it cheaper. Anyway, moving on, the fingerprint scanner. The fingerprint scanner is not under the display, and it's not on the back either, which doesn't make sense to me. But it's actually mounted on the side. Hang on, I have a case. So, see, the back of my phone has this cutout for the rear-mounted fingerprint sensor. Instead, they've moved it over to the side on the power button. Yeah, my phone's out of its case right now. I do that when I'm at home. I only put my case on when I go out. Anyway, so instead the fingerprint sensor is mounted on the power button. I really don't mind this that much, although if I have to say, I prefer the under the display one because that is just so much cooler. Or, I also prefer my fingerprint scanners on the back because I naturally rest my finger there. Not right there. I usually don't use the power button much anymore because of the rear-mounted fingerprint scanner. So, I mean, it works, but I'm not a fan of it. So, yeah. The only other thing left of the main three is the camera. So, it has 2 instead of 3 lenses this time on the S10e. And that third lens that it drops is according to their website, the telephoto lens, which I had to look at to research for this video. I don't take photos much with my phone, so I don't mind it. I prefer more to consume content on my phone, so I care more about battery and display and speakers and Bluetooth connectivity since I have Bluetooth headphones. But in terms of the cameras, I mean, I don't care, but I know some people might care, and those people will probably go for the S10 or S10 Plus. But that's again, these all seem like very small sacrifices to get to that cheaper price point, but still, it's still a good phone. It's also different in one other way: RAM and storage. So, whereas the S10 starts at 8 gigs of RAM, the S10e starts at 6 gigs of RAM. And can only get up to 256 gigabytes of storage, whereas the S10 can go up to like 500, and the S10 Plus can reach that whopping 1 terabyte, which, praise to Samsung for being able to do that. Apple doesn't want to give us the option. Oh, and that's on top of the SD card slot, which still supports. So you could still get like 800 some gigabytes of storage in your S10e. Which, I'm going to say this, Apple, you don't give us micro SD card slots, but yet you still can't manage to figure out how to get 1 terabyte of storage into your phone. Samsung did it, why can't you? Anyway, I need to save those for the Apple rant video I'm going to make eventually. Anyway, so, in all, the S10e cuts back in some areas, again, the main 3 mostly, to get that cheaper price point. But is it still a bad phone? No. I'd say the S10e is probably better than the Galaxy S10 or S10 Plus because it's not cutting back in like a significant manner, but gets it like a hell of a lot cheaper. I mean, in a world of $1,000 smartphones, what the S10e offers at its price point, it makes it worth the cheaper cost. I mean, if I was buying a smartphone, if I was buying the Galaxy S10 or the S10e or the Plus or whatever, if I had to buy from the S10 models, me personally, I'd pick the E above the S10 and the S10 Plus because of the cheaper cost. But some people might prefer the S10 and the S10 Plus, and that's all fine. They're all great phones. I just think the S10e is the best out of the three of them. That has been my opinion and the differences between the S10e and the S10 Plus in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, I don't have anything else to talk about, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the next video, which is the Galaxy Fold. I'm super excited for that one. And peace out. Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to